Storyteller Shannon Haddock, everyone, please.
So, according to research, short people live longer than tall people. And that is my research that I did online. And as I didn't vet it because I'm like most Americans, I see the headline and it is now truth to me. So, being a short person has always been something that's been a part of my personality. I was always the shortest in class, in school, and never got picked for sports. I was pretty good at gymnastics, but didn't stick with it. But anyway, one time when I was 7 years old, I was in Brownies, which is the prelude to Girl Scouts. I was either 6 or 7, and I remember our troop was having cultural appreciation. We invited this Japanese person to come, and she had these miniature dolls in kimonos and the whole garb and everything. And she realized that I was the size of the doll. So she somehow convinced me to dress up in this, they were dolls. And so I put the kimono on, and I'm tiny, and so everybody's making fun of me. And then they served some kind of horrible, I can't remember what it was, but if I ever saw it again, I would run. It was some kind of pink viscous stuff on top of rice. And I ate it and promptly threw up. Now, I didn't do any kind of sweet little throw up. To this day, when I get sick, it is projectile, and it is constant. It is exorcist level, and so I am in this beautiful silk doll kimono, and I'm vomiting everywhere. So horrible experience. I never went back to the Brownies. But it was funny. I didn't really get bullied a lot. I did, they made fun of me, but it didn't really bother me until one teacher. I was 7 years old in the 2nd grade, North Alabama, and over Christmas break, I will have celebrated my birthday on January 1st. And of course, according to tradition, I was opening my birthday/Christmas presents, and I got this gorgeous in my mind in the 1970, I think it was 1972. So I pick up this gorgeous red and white gingham dress, and it was floor length. Of course, I was only this tall, so floor length gingham dress with ruffles on the bottom and lace and eyelets and lace up to the neck and all this. I was so stunned. How did my mother know I wanted this? So I convinced her to let me wear it back to school, and I did so. But this teacher, I really want to use her name, and I really don't want to use her name because I'm afraid somebody will know her. But anyway, so I go to school, and I was a good student. I didn't I wasn't teacher's pet, but I wasn't acting up. But for some reason, she just didn't like me. And so about halfway through school, I raised my hand, needed to go to the restroom. And she's like, "No, you had your chance at lunch." And I'm like, we wait some time, and I raise my hand again, and I say, "I really need to go." She says, "No, you can't go." So what would any 7-year-old person who's been denied access to the restroom do in that situation? And so yeah, I shamed myself and ran out the door, my beautiful red gingham gown, and ran to the restroom, and I locked myself in a stall. And back in 1972, no matter how old you were, if you wore a dress, you had an underskirt slip, you know, one-piece slip. So this teacher stalked into the ladies' room and tried to convince me to wear my slip for the rest of the day in school, in front of people, after I had wet myself. And even at 7, I knew justice, you know, I knew injustice greatly. So I'm like screaming at her, call my mother, call my mother. And so when my mother heard that the teacher was treating me this way, let's just say the rest of my year was not so bad because she did not pick on me anymore. But, you know, oh gosh, my mind just went blank. Please forgive me. But anyway, oh, I remember now. I'm so sorry. Skip ahead, many years later, I am at college admissions orientation for the University of Alabama at Tuscaloosa Roll Tide. And it's my, you know, my first time being this young adult going out on her own and everything. And I see a girl across from me, and she has the same last name as my second grade teacher. And I walked straight up to her and I said, was your grandmother, I guess, a second grade teacher and so? And she goes, yes. And I looked at her and I said, she was a bitch. And I stormed off. I never spoke to her again. And this girl's just like, but anyway, short people will always get retribution, no matter what, when they're wronged. That's it.